Hi, sorry, real quick before we begin, I just need to make a quick advert for this guy called KyuTwo on YouTube. I've been subscribed to this guy for a pretty long time and he's made some cool videos before. In this case, he's made a Kingdom Hearts dub series. So Kingdom Hearts fans, he's dubbed the very first Kingdom Hearts for comedy and it's pretty funny. It's not brilliant all the way through, but it's got a few highlights that's worth checking out. You might not like it, but you might, so I'd recommend giving it a try. I like it. I think it's very well edited. The guy's looking for female voice actresses, so if you could help him out. Just show some support, maybe some criticism, and yeah, that's all I wanted to say, so on to the main event. Okay, hello everyone, I'm back, I'm Jack, and welcome to my Kingdom Hearts playthrough. Alright, this is going to be on the spot, so expect a lot of stuttering and pausing. Hopefully I'll cut out a lot of this. What's going to happen is, I'm going to be doing a playthrough of the Kingdom Hearts final mix on the HD 1.5 remix. Okay, I'm going to do that, and everybody's going to love it. Alright, half of that's going to happen, half of that. The point is, I'm going to be doing this playthrough because I think there's enough call for it. I think people would like to see me do this. I think people want to see a playthrough of the Kingdom Hearts, and honestly, I want to do it. I think it'd be good. I'm going to edit this severely. I don't want this playthrough to be a drag. I'm going to, obviously I'm going to cut out the parts where I'm grinding. That's the obvious part, but I also want to make this kind of a fast playthrough, a fairly rushed one. Not too rushed. I'm actually going to take time and off-save. I'm going to go around checking for things to explain, because as long as I'm known as the guy that explains Kingdom Hearts, I guess I might as well explain it while I play it. I think this will be a good look through the Kingdom Hearts series. I can give my opinions on how well things are done, what I think of the series as a whole, my past experiences with the series, and I'll take all the complications of it as they come and explain them to everyone. And I'll also share some theories or something. You know, I think it'll be fun, alright? And I will try to tone it down. If there's moments where I'm boring or I'm slow, I'll cut them out, alright? I think that's fair. I think that's what we'd all like to see. So let's get into it. There we are. The menu screen. Well, let's start a new game. I'm gonna pick beginner difficulty, not because I'm a wuss. I've already completed it on these two difficulties, I'll have you know, but also because it'll be faster. And it's the one I haven't completed it on, so, I'll get an extra trophy for it. I'm also gonna try and get the speedrun trophy, cover this in 15 hours. And again, that's why I'm gonna on different saves explore a bit more, because I want to keep this fast. I want to get this trophy, get the speedrun, but obviously if I go around checking every little detail that the game has to offer, I'm not going to get it, so. But I don't want to keep you guys away from that, and if there's something fun to be had with the extra stuff the game offers, then I won't exclude it from you. So it's going to be complicated and it's going to be hard, and I don't always have the time to do this, so well, hopefully it'll work out. I sure hope you guys don't mind having a big bore like me to listen to throughout all this. This will be done with commentary, of course. I'll try to keep the cutscenes quiet. As for this opening scene, I'm either going to have to cut this or mute this. As it plays, I'll see if I have anything to say. If I can think of something, I'll say it and I'll mute it, but yeah. Curse on YouTube and their copyrights. By the way, it zoomed on the M there, and M is the 13th letter of the alphabet. Fun trivia fact that nobody cares about.
I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real? Or not?
Sets an interesting tone for the series, that, doesn't it? Remember, you can check this out online, alright? I might not include this in the playthrough, but if I don't, you can find it elsewhere. You know what? I know what I can discuss while I look at this, alright? I'm sure some of you are probably wondering, how did you become a Kingdom Hearts fan, Jack? How did you get into the Kingdom Hearts series in the first place? Well, I guess it's an interesting enough story to tell, so might as well pass the time with it. I was visiting a friend's house, I think, and it was just a casual, parents meeting up visit, and their kids, the guys I was friends with, they weren't there at the time, so I was kind of left to wander the house, and they asked if there was anything I wanted to look at or do. I remember I borrowed Pokemon the first movie from them on that day, I think. Maybe not, I'm not sure, but that was when I saw it for the first time. I admit it, I cried. But as for Kingdom Hearts, yeah, their mum let me wander around, and they showed me the PlayStation, any games you want to play, offered me Kingdom Hearts, and I thought, oh, okay, looks interesting enough. Thought it was weird, saw Disney characters and, of course, the main cast of very anime-esque original characters, and I was curious, so I put it in. I saw this opening sequence, and I had no idea what was going on, you know. I don't think any of us did. Does anyone really get this? It's clearly a dream that Sora's having, just as a little intro to the series, showing off our main trio and, well, again, setting the tone for the series as a whole. And then it's also a good lead-in for the Awakening tutorial level that we're going to face here. And, you know, after that, I just played it a bit, and I think I got, at least I got as far as Destiny Islands, played around a bit, and I was really enjoying it. So, we had to leave shortly, so I didn't have too much time to really get into it, to really play much of it, but after that, it was at the top of my Christmas list, and, well, the rest is history. Right, here we go, here we begin. It's weird, you know, the PlayStation 3 HD remix, they changed Sora's model so that his face is the more updated version that has more polygons, I guess. I don't know. There's, if you grew up playing the original Kingdom Hearts, you look at his face and you think, there is something so different here, but I can't pin what it is. Alright, so this is of course step 1, left stick to walk, or run. Maybe I should have timed this better, done a playthrough that I could really take my time with, but ah well. Here we go. 3 choices. Power, defense, magic. I'm gonna pick the sword. If anyone doesn't know what this is for, your choice in weapon here will depend on your ability list throughout the rest of the game. I know shield is kind of one of the most optimal ones, and I did that for my standard playthrough, but honestly I think I prefer to deal with the sword. The sword's way cooler. One thing is guaranteed is, when you're giving up something, you want to give up the staff. Magic is not the best in this game. I admit, you do definitely rely on it later on. I mean, Tinkerbell's a wonderful summon, and let's not forget MP Rage, a very valuable ability when you're relying on magic to heal, which I do all the time. But by picking the sword and giving up the mystic, it's not going to be coming easy for me. But bottom line is, you can't rely on the mystic, so I'm giving that up. Here we go. Hey look, Sora's falling. I bet that never happens. Ever again. Gosh, aren't I just the wittiest? Alright, weapon in hand, preparing to take on the unknown enemy that we are about to face. Unknown at this point. Oh, by the way, people might be wondering, who is this voice, these subtitles that we're talking to? People have theorized that it's Ventus, which is a valid theory, honestly. I think that might be a very suitable retcon for this scene, because it's actually meant to be Mickey. This is Mickey's voice we're listening to. Keep your light burning strong! I'm a terrible Mickey Mouse voice, but it does sound like the sort of thing Mickey would say, come to think of it. Alright. Yeah, that's right. Back away. You go next. You be next. So yeah, this is meant to be Mickey's voice that we're listening to. Not in these boxes, this is obviously gameplay tutorial, but all this text here. Behind you! Yeah. Get to knock on, sorry. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. It's pretty much given that Kingdom Hearts 1's combat is pretty clunky. I think everyone can agree with that. It gets way improved in pretty much every Kingdom Hearts game afterwards. Not that it's bad, it is very solid. Very good combat system, I like it. Not that I would have paid that much attention to something like that when I was a kid, but you get the point. Getting back to the subject of Ventus though, it can't be Ventus. I'm sorry guys, but they didn't have the Kingdom Hearts series planned out that far when they were making this. There's no way they, even Tetsuya Nomura, there's no way he had even the inkling of Ventus's existence at this point in the series. That's just the way it started out. That's just the way everything starts out. And it's grown into something really big. We all love the Kingdom Hearts series for what it is now. Well, most of us do. But at this point, it wasn't that. It was something simple, and that was Mickey. Mickey guiding us through this dream as we prepare for the coming journey. Why and how is... well, those are two details that never really get enough focus in the Kingdom Hearts series, you could say. Anyway. Alright, the camera work is... I like the way the text box appears to, you know, let you know that, because it just knows you want to smash it. Like it's your first instinct after hearing that. Are we gamers so predictable? There we go. I'm sure many people are also wondering what even this is, this very opening scene. What is Sora doing here? I mean, clearly they're dreams, but they have to have some meaning. I mean, he's being attacked by these shadows, he's getting spoken to by Mickey, and he's visiting all these murals, these big heart stations as they're called. What is this? To be honest, I can't really give you a straight answer. It is supposed to be something to do with the Princesses of Heart, obviously. We're seeing their heart stations. But how or why, I'm not exactly sure. Alright, here we go. The 3 questions. I am actually quite afraid of getting old. Not really getting old. Growing up, I think, is probably more. I'm not worried about growing old, but growing up, that's something I really worry about. Alright, I would have picked friendship. I have answered these questions honestly, but I'm trying to make this a fast playthrough. And depending on how you answer these questions, depends on how easily you level up. That's the point of this, and of course you're not going to get it, but you're given a lot of hints right here, where it says, let's see it, your adventure begins at dawn. As long as the sun is shining, your journey should be a pleasant one. Yeah, I'm being cheap, I know, but I want to make this a quick playthrough, so let's make things easy on ourselves, shall we? I love all this cryptic text that you get at the start of the game. I think Kingdom Hearts needs to go back to more of this. We haven't got a lot of it in a while. I mean, sure, it's cryptic, but for all the wrong reasons and all the wrong ways. You know what I mean? Alright, Princess Aurora. Yeah, figures. The game tells you about the pause menu and doesn't let you access it until... well, after this. I would seriously like to access the pause menu because the camera is doing my nut in. Oh, this bit. Oops. Ah. I'm parrying the ball. That's more like it. It's quite good that later games had you start off with abilities like guard and dodge roll, and, you know, they're pretty necessary to really survive in the game. Although I do have mad respect for those who are capable of pulling off a level 1 run-through of the game. I'll never do that. I don't have anything to prove. Okay. I'm satisfied to just play the games as they are and enjoy them. You know, as long as I'm looking at these murals, it gets me interested in talking about Disney movies. My very first Disney movie was Cinderella. Following that, Snow White, I guess, then Sleeping Beauty and Beauty and the Beast. Aladdin was sometime later on, and so on and so on. Alright, we really need to configure this. Camera, February. Here we go. Okay. That's better, much better. And don't judge, inverted is not what you think it is. Okay. Let's save. Save down here. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid that I'm going to save over something or delete something, so I'm being extra safe. Alright, we're at the first save point, 12 minutes in. Not bad. Not a bad start, gotta say. 12 minutes in, right before the first boss fight. Yeah, you know what, let's take on the first boss. Let the first video finish off there, shall we? Up the long stairway. My grandparents, they have, hey, wait a minute. Ah, figures. No going back to save. If I missed that before. Anyway, my grandparents, they had a VHS player, and all the VHSs of all the classic Disney movies growing up, so it's nice. Something that was also improved in the HD remix is of course the camera being mapped to the right stick instead of the R2 and L2, which lets you pan the camera down so that you can look at the murals in greater detail, which I appreciate because I never noticed the beast's face on the mural that we're currently standing on, nor all the dwarves on the Snow White one at the very beginning. It's impressive little details like that, I really like it. You have to give Square Enix credit. Whatever you don't like about them, they're really good at their artwork. I mean, look at the designs of pretty much everything they've ever made, honestly. Even all the belts and zippers, you know. Okay, yeah, it looks silly, but it still looks cool. Oh, there we go. Oops, easy. Ah, fish. It's kind of hard to pull this off, but when you do, it pays off. You get tech experience points and you do more damage hitting him on the head. Oh, he kicked me! Did you see that? The shadows are ninjas. Backfire. Oh, I live for epic moments like this. Here it comes. Oh. Well, hey, it's over already. See that? That was quite good, wasn't it? I like that. Alright. Well, that was the most awkward use of slow motion I've ever seen. Like on my part. It goes all slow motion and I just make Sora dance, I guess. Come, give us a kiss. I promise you, when there's actual cutscenes with dialogue, I won't interrupt. I'll let it play out and I'll discuss them afterwards, alright? For now, as long as it's quiet, I might as well just do it. Anyone else getting a very Shadow of Colossus vibe for those who played that game? You're the one who will open the door. Lovely.
Whoa! Give me a break, Kyrie.
Sorry, you lazy bum. I knew that I'd find you snoozing down here.
No, this huge black thing swallowed me up. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't... Ow!
Are you still dreaming?
It wasn't a dream. Or was it? I don't know. What was that place? So bizarre.
Yeah, sure.
Say, Kyrie, what was your hometown like? You know, where you grew up?
I've told you before. I don't remember.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
You ever want to go back?
Well, I'm happy here.
Really?
But you know, I wouldn't mind going to see it.
I'd like to see it too. Along with any other worlds out there. I want to see them all.
So what are we waiting for?
Hey! Aren't you guys forgetting about me? So, I guess I'm the only one working on the raft.
Ah!
And you're just as lazy as he is.
So you know this. Okay, we'll finish it together. I'll race you.
Huh?
What? Are you kidding?
Ready? Go!
Awkward camera cut there. Sorry to intrude, I know you're enjoying this, but gotta say, the camera cut was different than the original game. Ah well. What is. And this is such a good game. Well, here we go. Head first into the new playthrough, I guess. I hope you're enjoying this so far, because I hope to take it a long way. It's going to be a long playthrough. Even this game is a very long game. It's KingDub Hearts. Action RPG at its finest, gotta say. Well, I don't know where to lead off. I'll go and save after having this conversation, so we can get on with this. Yep, off to build a raft. Now we might as well get this log, which is lying out in the open. There we go. I'll go talk to everyone else in a minute. For a moment, I'm just going to save, get this done, and finish up the first episode. I think that was a good start. I think we really connected something here. So, yeah, it's been a pleasure doing this, and I intend to do it some more. So, well, that's the end of part 1. I'll see you in part 2. So, I'm Jack, and I'll be back.